Hi guys, and welcome to another session of Honest Talk About Women, where you'll learn tips, tricks and strategies on how to navigate the minefields of dating and relationships. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also comment in the comments section. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you have a story you want to share with viewers, you can contact me on my email address that's listed below. Today we have a story from a viewer who has sleep problems. So she's 37, her boyfriend's 42. My boyfriend sets 5 alarms a night and snoozes each of them multiple times. It is disruptive to my sleep. No kidding. During the work week, he has to be up much earlier than me and sets 5 alarms. 5 alarms? He also will snooze at least a few of them. It's not uncommon to hear an alarm going off more than 10 times. 10 times? It is terribly disruptive, and I have insomnia, which makes it hard to fall asleep to begin with. Falling back asleep once these alarms get going is impossible. By the weekend, I'm so exhausted, I spend all day sleeping. We came to the agreement that I'd wake him up after the first alarm goes off, but he just goes back to sleep. After I keep nudging him to get out of bed, when his alarm goes off again, he gets very angry and says nasty things to me, which makes me upset. But he keeps saying that he was half asleep and he can't remember saying it, and he doesn't want to upset me. I don't want to sleep in separate rooms. It's one of the things that's important to me. Some may think it's silly, but having my partner next to me while I'm asleep is important. On occasions I've slept away from him. I wake up continuously throughout the night, so I don't want to sleep by myself. Not to mention we don't even have an extra room. Things weren't always this way, but his hours of work have changed, and it's hard for me to wake him up. Part of the issue, I believe, is him needing to go to bed earlier, but he says he's not ready to go to bed. In my opinion, it doesn't matter how many alarms he sets, because he doesn't get up until the last one goes off anyway. Even sometimes he keeps sleeping and he'll be late. So it's pretty much okay. That's pretty much it. She's got a big problem. Sleep deprivation is awful, as everyone needs their sleep. It reinvigorates the body. You're so much better off having a great night's sleep. And if you're going to share a bed with your girlfriend or your boyfriend in this case, they need to be considerate. So when I first read this, I thought, you're being a mother to your boyfriend. He needs to grow up and learn to be responsible and get to work on time, but also he needs to be socially aware and considerate in the bedroom. He's just been completely inconsiderate to your needs of sleep, and it's disrupting your sleep and is having a flow-on effect on how you feel. And there's massive consequences down the track with sleep deprivation. Studies have come out that show that there is big issues with heart health and also mental health. There are studies out there that show dementia can be formed through lack of sleep. So you need to get this problem fixed. And my suggestion to you is, first, have an honest talk to him and sit down when he's in a good mood, probably after you fed him, and say, look, it's affecting my sleep patterns, having me to wake you up sometimes after 10 alarms have gone off. How do you want to handle it? That would be my opener in an honest conversation with the guy. He needs to be reasonable, and at this stage you're being his mother, and it's simply not working. It's not uncommon for children or teenagers to throw temper tantrums if you wake them up. And this is similar to your situation. You've got an adult who's 42 years old and he's in child mode, teenage mode, throwing temper tantrums. I've had teenagers in the past where they've got a 9:30 appointment with the doctor on a Saturday morning, and you go into their room to wake them up at 9 o'clock and they throw a hissy fit. And they say, get out of here. And you keep saying, you've got a doctor's appointment at 9:30, you need to wake up. They're in a very deep sleep. And after you've been to the doctor's appointment, you say, do you remember what you said to me when I tried to wake you up? And they can't remember a thing. They're half asleep. So that's not uncommon what your boyfriend's doing, but he shouldn't be doing it at 42. He's a grown adult, a grown man, and he needs to take responsibility. I can understand a child or a teenager going through that phase, but they grow out of it. My teenage kids have sort of grown out of that now, and you can wake them up and they don't throw a hissy fit anymore. They're past that child sort of phase. But your boyfriend at 42 needs to man up a bit and be a bit more responsible. I'd put the responsibility onto him and not be a mother and wake him up to get to work. He needs to understand that he needs to get to work on time, otherwise he'll lose his job. And if he doesn't heed what you're saying with an honest conversation, then you need to go to the next step. The next step is earplugs. Get some industrial strength earplugs and tell him, quite frankly, that you need your sleep and that he needs to get to work on time, and he needs to learn how to set an alarm, only one, not 5 or 10, and wake up and go to work and be as quiet as possible when he leaves and goes to work. And if he starts being late at work, then his boss, then it'll become his problem, and his boss will be on his back and saying, you're not meeting your KPIs, you're not arriving on time, it's going to go on your HR file and so forth and so forth. So my initial reaction is to put the responsibility onto him, because this can't continue. It's a shocker. Another one is a vibrating alarm. So there's various alarms you can get that aren't sound. They just vibrate. So deaf people use them to get up at a certain time. You've got the Fitbit watch that can vibrate. He could forget about having a noisy alarm clock that wakes up his girlfriend. He can use a vibrating mechanism to get him out of bed. But once again, the responsibility's got to be on this guy. He needs to grow up. He needs to be an adult. He needs to be responsible. He needs to get to work on time. It's just not fair on you having your sleep disrupted because of him, because of his bad manners, bad discipline, bad routine. So that's it for today, guys. If you have a story that you want to share with viewers, then please email me. My email address is listed below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, comment in the comments section. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, take care.